Now it's time for custom car builder and all-round mechanical marvel, Jimmy DeVille, who's going to share the secret of how to upgrade the performance of your car from the comfort of your garage.
I'm Jimmy DeVille, and I've dedicated my life to doing mad things with engines. I've built absolutely everything from Ford Escort rally cars to muscle car Capris. I'm going to demonstrate how anyone can transform the performance, handling or comfort of their car with a few basic tools and a few hours of their time. First up, a proper rally legend, the Subaru Impreza WRX. These four-wheel drive weapons are every grown-up boy racer's dream, have won 3 World Rally Championships and can be bought second-hand for as little as £3,000. And now I'm going to make this 2001 model even faster by helping it breathe more easily.
What I love about Imprezas is that engine. Those pistons punching left to right rather than up and down in more standard engines gives an absolutely incredible noise, something like this.
The Impreza has an unusual boxer engine, which means the pistons don't move vertically but horizontally. As well as its distinctive noise, the flattened layout means it has a lower centre of gravity, which helps with handling.
And top WRX models are turbocharged for extra power, but I can help this one make even more.
Turbos increase power by forcing more air into the engine, and more oxygen makes for better combustion. However, it helps if that air is cool, because cooler air is denser, packing more oxygen into a smaller volume than warmer air. The bit of kit that does this is a type of radiator called an intercooler.
And this is kind of how it works. These bars are like empty tubes, and these little squiggly bits, they're fins. Now, the tubes have got the air in it that we want to cool, and so that heat from that air is dissipated into these fins, which, because they're squiggly, make a large surface area. So that air coming in through that top vent and pushing through dissipates that heat, cooling it, meaning it compresses it, and we can get more from our turbo into our cylinders.
But there's a problem with intercoolers, which is shared by many cars, and certainly this Subaru.
To be honest, the intercooler in a Subaru isn't in the best of locations because it's sat above the engine and the exhaust, which is always heating it up. Also, because of its location in this very packed engine bay, it can only be quite a small size. So today, I'm gonna replace it and remove it to a better location, which is gonna give this engine way more performance.
And that new location is at the front of the car, where there's a lot more cooler air. This work is best done with a spare pair of hands. Mine are called Paul. There are 5 basic stages to the job. A couple of bolts at the sides and front, and the old intercooler's off in a couple of minutes. Next, it's time to make space for the new one. This is the most labour-intensive bit of the fix, because it involves removing the front bumper, and that involves locating a number of small plastic clips and screws.
These plastic clips are a real pain. You just got to take your time and slowly ease them out.
Nevertheless, while a bit fiddly, modern bumpers are usually light, so removing them is not physically demanding. We are now ready to start fitting the new parts.
This is my old intercooler and this is my new one. And as you can see, this one is like twice the size. But not only that, this one is the colour black, and the colour black dissipates heat a lot quicker. So this intercooler is going to give me way more air cooling, and that is going to give my car more brum brum.
The new intercooler fits onto a custom-shaped bracket and is securely bolted into place. It also comes with quite a lot of pipework, and installing that means removing the air filter, which gives us another opportunity to improve performance.
Now, this is a job you can do to pretty much any vehicle. Now let's have a look at the old air filter which came out of the air box. This air filter is made of paper, and its job is to allow air into the engine but stop debris going in, which would destroy it. But it's a little bit like running with your hand over your mouth. Kind of difficult. Whereas the new uprated air filter is made of fabric with a wire mesh. It still stops debris going in but allows more air in.
And that conical shape has a greater surface area, which directs a better flow of air. The new filter pushes onto the air intake pipe and is secured with a clip.
As we've moved the intercooler, we need a whole lot of pipe work to connect it up to the turbocharger, but it still only requires some pretty basic tools.
Like the rest of the intercooler kit, the pipework is designed specifically for this car and will vary depending on what model you've got, but it's fairly easy to see where it all connects up. However, there are videos online if you need more guidance with this stage.
When you're connecting a whole load of hoses like this, it's really important that you just keep them all loose and get them all on, and then when you're happy everything's in the right location, tighten it all up.
The final job is to cut away a little bit of bumper so that it fits properly around the intercooler.
Trimming the bumper down was a little bit fiddly, but now it's time to get it back on. You ready, Paul?
Yep. All in all, the job took around 3 hours to complete and cost under £300 in parts. But just how much has this modification improved the Subaru?
Right, now that the engine's running, let me show you the difference I've just made. This is an infrared thermometer, and if I point it and read the temperature at the engine at the position the intercooler was before, it reads 85 degrees Celsius. Now, if I point it at the position of the new intercooler there at the front, it's only reading 45 degrees Celsius. Now that's a temperature difference of 40 degrees, and that's going to make a whole heap of difference to the performance of the engine and the turbo.
In fact, a temperature reduction of 1 degree Celsius of the air entering the turbo equates to an increase of about 1 horsepower. So this simple job could easily up the power of the Subaru by some 40 horsepower.
I tell you what, for a 17-year-old car, it feels like it's just come out of the factory. And hearing that turbo whistle is an absolute joy. And I know that that engine is getting so much more fresh, cool air than it was this morning. This thing goes like a rocket.